You can lock down your servers, patch your system, and even train your team. But what if the threat isn't inside your network at all? That's where supply chain attacks come in. In this lesson, we're talking about how your partners, your vendors, and suppliers can become part of your attack surface and what you can do about it. So, what is a supply chain? In simple terms, a supply chain is the full journey of getting a product or service from design to delivery. It includes manufacturers, suppliers, vendors, distributors, partners, even couriers and contractors. Now, here's the issue. If just one of those links is compromised, the entire chain is at risk, including you. Let's take the Target data breach as an example. Hackers didn't attack Target's internal network directly. They compromised the building systems vendor, a trusted third party, and used those credentials to get in. That breach cost millions and exposed customer credit card data, all because of a weak link in the supply chain. When managing procurement, it's helpful to understand the types of relationships businesses form. You have your suppliers. These are the people that get products straight from a manufacturer and sell them in bulk. This is the business to business. Then you have your vendors. They buy from suppliers and sell to business or customers. That's B2B or business to customer, B2C. And often these vendors may add supports or services. Then you have your business partners. These are entities that have a deeper relationship with aligned goals and shared systems. Each of these entities have their own supply chain too. That creates layers of exposures, especially in the tech field. So what makes an attack surface so big? Let's say you're buying a computer motherboard. Here's everyone involved. You have your chip manufacturer, your firmware developer, your assembly facility, your OEM partner, reseller, courier services, IT staff that provision the device. If any one of these is compromised, like someone injecting a backdoor into the firmware, that system could be untrustworthy before it ever reaches your office. And that's not just hypothetical. Hardware level backdoors and tampered firmware are real threats. Your goal is to build a trusted supply chain. This means keeping malicious actor out of that chain at every level. For most businesses, the best defense is using reputable, verified vendors. Companies that follow industry security practices and are transparent about where and how they source parts. If you're a government agency, military organization, or large enterprise, you need stronger controls because you have more to lose. This could mean auditing your suppliers, requiring certification like NIST or ISO, avoiding high-risk hardware or foreign-made tech, prohibiting second-hand devices without full inspection. Why? Because the higher the stakes, the more attractive your systems are to attackers with serious time and resources. Remember, it's not just hardware that's vulnerable. The professional services you use are part of your supply chain too. For example, if you outsource to a managed service provider for your network, help desk, or web hosting services, that means they have deep access to your systems. And that also means their security practices becomes your security risk. It's often harder to monitor an MSP, especially when their employees may have privileged access or work off-site or use their own tools or infrastructure. Every partner or contractor you trust with access adds potential insider threat exposure. If their system are compromised or their employees go rogue, that's your problem, not theirs. Here's a recap. We learned your supply chain include hardware, software, services, and people. We also learned the more connections you have, the more exposed your environment becomes. We learned it's good to use reputable vendors and ask questions about sourcing and security practices. We learned to consider limiting the use of secondhand or unverified devices. And lastly, we learned to monitor and manage third-party access, especially when using MSP or contractors. See you in the next one.